back making videos. I know it's been since mid-August, but I decided to get back into it because it's getting to the end of the semester. I still actually have some classes and finals to go, but decided to start now, and we'll see how it goes. It's not going to be the same as it was previously with like daily check-in vlog things that were kind of boring, but good for the time being. I think now it's just going to be like different events. I'll try to make a video once a week, and I'll talk more about it later, but I wanted to come back. I needed something, and so we're going to start that. So I didn't mention earlier, but I was on that day going for a walk at the Arboretum. So the Arboretum is this park in Kentucky that is all of the different biospheres, environments that you will see in the state, and it is run by the University of Kentucky. And I just like walking it. A couple of months ago, when I was still running a lot more, I haven't been able to run because of a knee problem that may or may not be a bigger joint problem, but we haven't really figured that out yet, myself, the orthopedic surgeon, and the physical therapist. But I still like walking it. It's about 2 miles-ish with a decent amount of hills, but surprisingly, Kentucky has a decent amount of hills generally. That's been something I've noticed over time. But I decided to go for the walk because I was feeling really stressed and I needed to get some fresh air. A lot of my time here in Kentucky has been me dealing with depressive episodes, as I've described it, because I have exhibited symptoms of depression, but I've never been diagnosed with it. And it could truly just be burnout from the fact that this thing has been going on for over a year now, and having moved to a new state where I did not know many people and I was not in a position that easily fostered friendships has added to that difficulty. I have, though, made friends. I do make friends pretty easily. I just haven't gotten out as often as I would like to, but I've also found that in certain situations I don't go out often. I think back to my time in Seattle, where I did not leave nearly as much as I would have if I was in Minnesota. I am trying to get better though, but right now it's still been hard. As I'm recording this audio, it's about a week later, 2 weeks later actually, and it's been one of those things where I've been dealing with a lot of burnout and a lot of stress from classes, and then the resulting burnout, really. It's just been hard to try to get myself motivated again. I don't have a pressing fire underneath me to try to get me going. And more, I just dread the upcoming summer because I need to figure out how to do the research and also prepare for an oral exam that I don't know what to expect from it, as I've also not really taken oral exams before. I had to take 2 when I was in high school, way back in the day, because I did International Baccalaureate. However, those were a little bit different. With the English oral exam, which was the first one I took, there were a few questions, but it was mostly just, can you analyze this passage? And I wasn't told which passage I was going to get, but I had an idea. And then with my Mandarin oral exam, it was hard. Yeah, I don't know what to expect, and in talking with a friend of mine, I just found out that last year all of the kids failed on the first round, which is quite concerning because there's so many things in material science that are very important, but I did block out because they were so stressful classes. If, for example, ceramics, I feel like I don't really remember much because I had such an adverse reaction to that class. It's one of those classes that I did cry over because it had stressed me out so much. But that was also at a time when I was kind of mentally fragile. Granted, I don't know when I haven't been mentally fragile at all. Besides that, I just try to get out to enjoy the sunlight, get a little bit of vitamin D, try to perform the same things I was doing over the summer, last summer, because it's helped. And so in this section, I am actually walking the Arboretum woods, which is kind of crazy because they're right next to a whole apartment complex. And that's kind of the interesting thing with the Arboretum, is it is smack dab in the middle of the city. We're only about 20 minutes away from downtown in that Arboretum, and yet you've got all of this greenery that's just teeming with life. And I like that. That was one of those things that I liked in Minnesota with the Mississippi River, and you could walk along that and you would just, there was green, there was life. In the middle of a city, there was life. And it just feels good to have that there. And it's not saying that I don't like the city. I love the city. I love being in a metropolitan area. That is kind of where I feel the most like me. And that's why I think I miss Minnesota so much. Besides the obvious facts of that's where I became a young adult, that's where I feel the most confident. But also, it was one of those things where I am just feeling like I have the option to go out and not be a student. I can just be a young adult. Because I guess my entire life I've been a student. And it's going to be weird when I inevitably finish my PhD. I will no longer be a student because I don't plan on being in academia. I want to work. I want to be in an adult career, I guess. I'm not saying being a professor is not an adult career, but I want to work in the industry, and I haven't really done that at all. But this time was nice and calming. I will also say there are the jumps throughout this, mostly in case I ran into other people, because I didn't want to record them because they deserve their privacy. And so that's why earlier there were those jumps. Yeah, this is just a nice walk. I need to walk the Arboretum more. I will say I'm at some point supposed to go on a date with somebody at the Arboretum, but I don't know when that's going to be. Hopefully this summer I get out more and I get out of my shell more. I've been much more closed off, and even though, like I said, I've met and made more friends, I still am very closed off. But I need to open up and show everybody the loves of different things I have, ranging from Disney to Nerdfighteria to science and history and art. Because life is too short and life is full of so much variety that I can't just be stuck in one spot or be too afraid to show who I am. And I mean, I'm on the internet always showing who I am, but it's weirdly easier to show the internet than people that you're close to. And so that's kind of what I'm looking for over the next couple of months, is embracing all aspects of me. And I hope for the rest of my life I can explore these aspects. So yeah, I am back to making videos. I'm also right now procrastinating on homework because something's just not clicking. I'll get it in the morning. I'll figure it out. I'll sit through this a bit more. I've at least read through everything so I can think on it again. Part of the reason I'm doing these videos again is I need something creative to do. I also kind of just want to document any sort of progress that I make, because I plan to clean my room, work on my mental health, work on my physical health as well, because in the past 2 months or so, even before that, I really stopped exercising and eating healthy, and I just need to get back into those healthy habits again. Besides that, I'm just excited to see what will happen for videos. It won't be the daily vlogging, where I just do like a daily vlog thing until like, and then edit it for the week. I'm going to instead just try to make like a weekly video of different things, of what's going on as I kind of start to really build up my life in Kentucky. Because I have somewhat of a life here, but the problem was I moved here during the semester, like not during the semester, but right before the semester started. I also moved here during like a pandemic where it was hard to go out and meet people. And I really had a lot of my heart still stuck in Minnesota. And due to other circumstances, I have ties, I'll still always have ties to the state. But I now have like more of a reason to get out now. So, yeah.